Right now, in a classified facility in St. Louis, workers are building something that will change air combat forever. The F-47 can disappear from radar 50 times better than anything flying today. It travels over 1,000 miles deep into enemy territory without refueling. And it controls an entire fleet of AI drone wingmen that fight alongside it. China knows about it. Russia's scrambling to catch up. And by the time you finish watching this, you'll understand why America just leaped an entire generation ahead of every Air Force on the planet. The United States Air Force just revealed the F-47, America's first sixth-generation stealth fighter. Boeing won the contract in March 2025, and manufacturing has already begun. First flight is scheduled for 2028, operational by 2029. But here's what makes this different. The F-47 doesn't just outperform the F-22 and F-35, it makes them look like yesterday's technology. Drop a comment right now and let us know. Are you excited about America's next generation of air power? Let's get into the 10 reasons why the F-47 makes every other fighter jet obsolete. Reason 1. Stealth beyond anything ever built. The Air Force officially classifies the F-47 as Stealth++. The F-35 is Stealth. The F-22 is Stealth+. The F-47 takes it 2 levels beyond. Here's the scale. The F-35's radar cross-section is about 0.005 square meters, roughly the size of a golf ball on radar. The F-22? Just 0.0001 square meters, 50 times smaller than the F-35. The F-47 is designed to be significantly stealthier than even the F-22. We're talking about a radar signature potentially smaller than a marble, but it's not just radar. The F-47 features all-aspect broadband low observability. That means it's stealthy against every detection system, radar, infrared sensors tracking heat, electronic warfare systems picking up communications. The engines drastically reduce thermal emissions. Communications are ultra-low emission to prevent interception. This isn't just avoiding missiles. This is operating in contested airspace, where enemy defenses watch every inch of sky and remaining completely undetected. The F-47 can penetrate deep into enemy territory, engage targets, and exit without anyone knowing it was there. That's air dominance. Reason 2. Combat radius that changes everything. The F-47 has an official combat radius of over 1,000 nautical miles, roughly 1,150 regular miles. That's a 25% increase over existing American fighters. In Pacific operations, where vast ocean distances separate friendly bases from contested areas, this is game-changing. Current fighters need aerial refueling tankers to reach deep into hostile territory, but those tankers are vulnerable, big, slow, easy to detect. If enemy forces threaten those tankers, your entire air campaign is compromised. The F-47 changes everything. It operates from bases far outside enemy missile reach. Tankers stay even farther back, away from danger zones. The aircraft strikes targets deep inside contested areas and returns home, all while staying out of range of ground threats. And that plus, in 1,000 plus, is deliberately vague. The actual range could extend 50 to 250 nautical miles beyond the stated figure. The Air Force isn't revealing the exact number. They don't want adversaries knowing the true reach. China spent decades building air defense networks and deploying missiles to threaten American bases. The F-47's range makes that strategy obsolete. American forces operate from secure locations and still project overwhelming power exactly where needed. Before we continue, take 1 second to hit that like button and subscribe. Over 98% of viewers watching right now aren't subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything, but it makes a huge difference. Just 1 click. Thanks. Reason 3. An entire drone army at its command. The F-47 isn't designed to fly alone. It's built from the ground up to command AI-powered drone wingmen called collaborative combat aircraft. Each F-47 controls 2 to 5 advanced drones simultaneously. Recent tests showed one fighter controlling 8 drones. The F-47, with more advanced systems, could command even more. When an F-47 enters combat, it's not one aircraft, it's an entire formation. The drones have a 700 nautical mile combat radius. They carry weapons, conduct reconnaissance, jam communications, or absorb fire to protect the manned fighter. This changes the math of air combat completely. One F-47 facing multiple enemy aircraft becomes a force of 6, 8, or 10 platforms working in perfect coordination. The AI allows drones to execute complex maneuvers and adapt to battlefield conditions without constant pilot input. And the drones are significantly cheaper. If one gets shot down, it's a tactical loss, not a highly trained pilot and a $300 million aircraft. This enables aggressive tactics too risky with traditional fighters. The pilot doesn't just fly, they command a small air force. With 185 F-47s planned, the Air Force gets potentially 1,000 to 1,500 combat-capable aircraft, including drones. That's air dominance on an unprecedented scale. Reason number 4, revolutionary engine technology. The F-47's next-generation adaptive cycle turbofan engines represent a genuine breakthrough. Traditional engines face a fundamental trade-off: optimize for fuel efficiency or high-speed performance. You can't have both. Every fighter in history had to choose or compromise. The F-47's engines solve this. They adjust the bypass ratio during flight. Need maximum fuel efficiency for long-range cruising? The engines configure for that. Need maximum power for combat? They instantly adapt. The pilot doesn't change anything. The engines do it automatically. This isn't just flying faster or farther. It's having the best of both worlds whenever needed. Cruise efficiently across Pacific distances, then switch to maximum combat power the instant threats appear. These engines also generate far more electrical power while managing heat. More power means stronger radar detecting targets at greater distances, advanced sensors tracking multiple threats, electronic warfare systems jamming communications and disrupting targeting. The F-47 dominates the entire electromagnetic spectrum, and these engines enable supercruise, maintaining supersonic speeds without afterburners. Afterburners gulp fuel and create massive infrared signatures. Supercruise eliminates that. The F-47 cruises above Mach 2 while staying fuel efficient and maintaining its low thermal signature. Reason 5. Designed for Pacific dominance. Every design choice reflects one priority: winning in the Pacific against peer adversaries. China invested heavily in anti-access strategies to keep American forces at bay. They deployed hundreds of ballistic missiles capable of striking bases in Japan, South Korea, and Guam. Their strategy: destroy those bases, and American air power can't operate. The F-47 makes that obsolete. Its extended range means operating from bases outside missile reach. Guam? Too far. Even medium-range systems struggle to reach distant bases the F-47 uses effectively. The F-47 stealth penetrates dense air defense networks China built over decades. Surface-to-air missiles, radar installations, fighter patrols, none matter if they can't detect the threat. The F-47 slips through, eliminates high-value targets, and exits before enemy forces realize they've been hit. The Air Force has been explicit. The F-47's mission is achieving air superiority in highly contested environments, operating where sophisticated defenses actively hunt American aircraft. The F-47 survives and wins in exactly those conditions. There's a strategic message here. By fielding the F-47, America tells adversaries their decades-long anti-access investments won't work. American air power remains dominant regardless of missiles or defenses deployed. That deterrent effect is invaluable. Reason 6. Total information dominance. Modern air combat is about information. See first, understand first, act first, you win. The F-47 dominates that information battlespace like nothing before. Sensor fusion combines data from dozens of sensors, radar, infrared cameras, electronic warfare receivers, communications, into one unified picture. The pilot sees everything integrated into a single, coherent battlespace view. But the F-47 goes further. It integrates data from other F-47s, drone wingmen, satellites, ground radar, ships at sea, every available source across the combat network. Here's a scenario. An F-47 operates deep in contested airspace. Its radar picks up a faint contact. A drone detects an infrared signature in that area. A satellite picks up electronic emissions. Another F-47 100 miles away gets a brief radar return. Separately, none are actionable. The F-47's sensor fusion combines them instantly, presenting a confirmed target, complete with identification, trajectory, and engagement options. This extends beyond finding targets. The F-47 detects threats before they're dangerous. Electronic warfare identifies when enemy radar searches. The aircraft maneuvers to avoid detection or jams the radar before it locks. Communications intercepts reveal enemy intentions, all automatically, in real time. The F-47 pilot always knows where threats are, what they're doing, what they're about to do, often before enemies know the F-47 is there. That's complete information superiority. Reason number 7. Higher availability for combat. The F-47 is designed to be easy to maintain, quick to repair, and available far more often than current fighters. The F-22 requires roughly 50 hours of maintenance per flight hour. Delicate stealth coatings, complex systems, specialized equipment, highly trained technicians. If something breaks, repairs take weeks. At any time, much of the F-22 fleet sits in hangars being worked on rather than flying missions. The F-35 has similar challenges. Maintenance issues plague the program, with availability rates often below targets. When crises arise, expensive jets stuck in maintenance is a critical vulnerability. The F-47 is specifically designed differently. The Air Force stated it will have higher availability than the F-22 and F-35. More of the fleet mission ready at any time. How? Modular systems quickly removed and replaced. Failed components don't require days of troubleshooting. Technicians remove faulty modules and install replacements. Aircraft return to service within hours, not days. Stealth coatings and materials are more durable and easier to maintain. The Air Force learned hard lessons about operational costs from previous programs. Those lessons are built into the F-47. It requires less specialized support equipment and infrastructure. Previous stealth fighters needed climate-controlled hangars, specialized tools, extensive ground support. The F-47 operates from more austere bases with less infrastructure. In prolonged conflict, keeping more aircraft flying more often with less downtime provides enormous advantage. The F-47 wins that logistics battle decisively. Reason number 8. Smart investment in air power. The F-47 costs approximately $300 million per aircraft, 3 times an F-35's price. But that analysis misses the point. The F-47 isn't just a fighter, it's an entire combat system. Each commands multiple drones, extending combat capability exponentially. You're not getting one aircraft, You're getting a formation of 6 to 8 platforms in perfect coordination. Do the math. 185 F-47s at $300 million each is $55.5 billion. But you get 185 F-47s plus potentially 1,000 to 1,500 drone wingmen. That's nearly 2,000 aircraft. Divide total cost by that number. The per aircraft cost drops dramatically. The F-47 uses open architecture. Systems upgrade incrementally as new technology becomes available, without complete redesigns or massive retrofit programs. Previous fighters used closed proprietary systems. New capabilities required returning to manufacturers, waiting years, paying enormous costs. The F-47's open architecture allows rapid technology insertion. New sensors, weapons, electronic warfare, or AI capabilities add quickly and affordably. This addresses technological obsolescence. Traditional fighters have outdated systems by the time they enter service because development took so long. The F-47's modular design keeps it cutting edge throughout its service life. The Air Force stated the F-47 will cost less than the F-22 to operate. Lower operating costs mean more training hours, more available aircraft, more combat sorties within the same budget. Factor everything: force multiplication from drones, upgrade potential, lower operating costs. The F-47 represents smart investment in American air superiority for decades. Reason number 9: American manufacturing strength. The F-47 represents massive investment in American manufacturing and American workers. Boeing's production centers at St. Louis, Missouri. This revitalizes American aerospace manufacturing and secures high-skilled jobs for decades. Boeing invested heavily expanding St. Louis facilities specifically for the F-47. New manufacturing buildings under construction, first opening in 2026, full expansion complete by 2030. One of the largest aerospace manufacturing build-outs in recent history. When Boeing employees learned they won the contract, video showed them erupting in celebration. Air Force Chief of Staff General Alvin said, "Those aren't people who just show up to work. Those are people committed to do something great for the nation." The F-47 program creates thousands of high-paying manufacturing jobs supporting families, strengthening communities, keeping aerospace expertise in America. These can't be outsourced. Building sixth-generation stealth fighters requires the most advanced aerospace engineering and manufacturing capabilities on the planet. The program involves hundreds of suppliers nationwide. Engine manufacturers, electronics companies, material suppliers, software developers, all contributing American innovation and capability. There's national security here, too. Maintaining ability to design and build the world's most advanced fighters entirely in America means no dependence on foreign suppliers for critical defense. For everyone who served or supports our armed forces, the F-47 represents a commitment. America will always provide service members the best equipment, technology, and tools to defend our nation and allies. Reason number 10: deterrence that prevents war. Here's the most important reason. It has nothing to do with combat. The strongest military never has to fight because adversaries know they can't win. That's deterrence, keeping major conflicts off the table for decades. The F-47 strengthens deterrence in ways that could prevent future wars. China spent 20 years building military capability to challenge American air superiority. They developed stealth fighters, deployed massive air defenses, invested billions in anti-access strategies. For the first time in generations, America's air dominance was questioned. The F-47 answers decisively. By fielding a sixth-generation fighter an entire generation ahead of anything China or Russia have operational, America sends a clear message. The gap isn't closing, it's widening. Adversaries looking at F-47 capabilities must completely reassess strategies because advantages they thought they were building have been neutralized. That's not warmongering. That's peace through strength. When adversaries know they can't achieve objectives through military force, they pursue diplomatic solutions. The F-47 makes military conflict less attractive and less likely to succeed, making war less likely to happen. There is a message to allies too. Japan, South Korea, Australia, European partners need to know America maintains capability to honor defense commitments. The F-47 provides that assurance, strengthening alliances and stabilizing regions. The F-47 demonstrates America remains committed to maintaining the world's most capable military and most advanced technology. Anyone considering military aggression will face overwhelming American air power they cannot match. That's the ultimate purpose, not fighting wars, but preventing them from happening. Outro. The F-47 represents more than advanced technology. It's America's commitment to air superiority for generations. With stealth making it nearly invisible, range reaching across entire theaters, and drone wingmen multiplying combat power, the F-47 operates on an entirely different level. Manufacturing has begun. First flight is 3 years away. These aircraft will ensure American airmen have the most advanced, most capable fighters ever built. If this showed you something new about America's air power, hit that like button and subscribe for more military content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.